Oh yeah.
I think so.
I need the banner for when I edit.
I know. I scrolled the wrong way, and now I'm lost. Hold on, I got
You're
you.
lost.
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So I assigned last week's homework September 15th, 2007, Ring of Honor Man Up Ladder Wars Briscoes against El Generico and Kevin Steen. What did you guys think?
Fucking holds up, that's for sure.
Yeah, but the cameraman needs to take a couple steps back here and there. Production was a little lacking.
I mean, it is Ring of Honor in 2007.
Can I just tell you, like, I'm going to nitpick one thing that kind of took me out of it for a bit. There was no way in fucking hell they were making it up with some of those fucking first couple ladders that they pulled out, dude. When fucking, I forget who was climbing up first, but you could tell there was a good 15 feet between the top of the ladder and the fucking belts. I'm like, bro, why? I'm like, why are you even doing this? Like, seriously. Anybody with like 100 vision could have figured that shit out, you know?
But yeah, I think Mark went out. There was a point where Mark got to like the tippy top of the ladder and he couldn't fucking reach it.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have trusted any of those fucking ladders to go past that, like that next to last fucking rung anyway.
And it says, "Do not step." You don't go past that spot, man. You just don't do it.
Oh, and there was one spot where I think it was Jay Briscoe was trying to set up the fucking ladder like a bridge on the other side, and it was fucking Generico, and he had to just stand there like this for what seemed like 20 minutes. I'm like, dude, just fucking hit him with the ladder at that point. You know what I'm saying? Just forget it. Yeah. But yeah, for the time period for Ring of Honor, this was fucking really good. I really enjoyed it.
This reminded me like so much, and being not as familiar with the early days of Ring of Honor, I don't even know what these would be considered. Matt, would these be considered the early days of Ring of Honor?
This is like the first 5-6 years.
Okay. Like
this is the first ladder match they've done.
Had such, and it's not just because of the ladders, it had such an ECW vibe to me. Like without a doubt, like with the audience being like so loud and so interactive and just so like, and obviously the performers had a lot to do with that. But like right from the hot start, when the Briscoes come out, literally just fucking throw a ladder into the fucking ring. Like, and then they come out and then like fucking getting thrown in the chairs and the fucking crowd. Like, it was bananas. This match was like, there's like almost too much going on to comment on specifics, where like the most specific thing the crowd didn't react to was when like one of the Briscoes did a double axe handle off a ladder onto somebody's back. Like, that was the only time this crowd wasn't bonkers, which goes to show you how crazy the rest of the match was.
I love the fucking plastic chairs.
Oh my god. The way those hit, they sounded.
Oh my god, they sound, and it looks great.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking so fucking nuts. The fucking J Driller through the ladder.
And I don't know if they made reference to it in their match with Cody and Kevin at the Rumble, but I know this is kind of what inspired you to choose this match. Right. Maybe was the package pile driver on the setup ladder. Did that even cross your mind when you?
No, because it was either this or the Steen Generico final battle ladder match that they did. Right.
So yeah, I watched like the show last week, obviously, and you picked it. And you had a couple different ways you wanted to go, and then I heard the reason why you didn't pick one match, which was
Noodle.
Thank you very much for the noodle. But once Steen hit the package power bomb on one of the, I couldn't tell them apart.
Yeah, they were so young. Yeah,
back then, I was like, holy shit, that's like total full circle shit with the match we just saw with Kevin Owens and Cody.
Everybody in the building thought that was it. I think at that point too, he hits that pile driver. Everybody thinks the new champs.
And then they do the J Driller after, which was like equally as lethal.
HK, you haven't said much here.
Yeah, so I have mixed feelings on this one. It sucked because like right away, and I'm not saying the match sucked. I'm saying for me, it sucked because I never felt older than watching this match. because like it started and I was like, oh great. It's going to be way too much shit going on. It's going to cut over here, cut over there. Camera work's going to be everywhere. I'm not going to be able to fucking follow this shit. This is just going to be fucking great. Good for me. Somebody picked another match where cameras are going to be over here and then over here. And there's going to be, this is going to happen and this is going to happen. It's too much. It's too much. But a couple things that I loved. Steen counters the J Driller by like essentially not back body dropping him, but standing up and like shoving him off. It looked fucking awesome. And first thing I thought was, why don't more people counter like that? It looked good and it worked smoothly. Love that. Taking the ladder, picking it up, turning it around in the corner, flattening it out to get to that next ladder spot. Fucking genius. But then at the same time, this is me feeling old as shit again because I went, no, that's too dangerous now.
Yeah.
That's already been broken. Don't do that. You shouldn't do that.
And
right?
HK, it's such a great point that you make, but it almost seemed like just about, I'll say like 95% of the bumps into ladders in this match seem like flawless and perfect and everyone hit safely, whereas like why can't they do that now? Like why can't they?
You shouldn't do that.
Because you should like, but every time someone takes a ladder bump, it seems like for the last like decade it's been like but like every single match, every single bump into a ladder in this match, despite how dangerous they started, looked perfectly safe and the ladder broke like right on cue.
And the way when they threw the Briscoes, when they fucking beeled El Generico into the ladder, Jesus. And he couldn't have landed more perfectly. I don't know how he walks anymore, though.
Some of those ladders collapsed like fucking cookie sheets. Like they just crumpled.
Which I would actually prefer now, being as old as we are. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I was concerned. I was concerned for the safety and health and well-being of a man. I was concerned. The finish. So I started getting a little aggravated because I was like, would you take the fucking belts down already?
Who fucking hung those belts up there?
Would you just take the fucking belts down? But
they were stuck, bro.
But I love that Kevin Owens went, oh, this is going on way too long, and started going back up. I was fucking genius of him. Shows genius. That's young genius. All in all, man, I enjoyed the watch a lot more than I thought I was going to initially. Because initially I was going to be like, yep, nope, way too much fucking shit for me going on. Way too many camera cuts over here to over here. Nothing's going to sink in. I'm going to be fucking out. And I think it was maybe when Steen did the counter to the J Driller, where I was like, oh, I think it moved. I'm pretty sure it moved. I might be in. And that fucking ladder. I thought it was so genius, but so dangerous that when he flipped that ladder and then it crumpled, it was fun. First time I've seen it, and I appreciate you bringing it to me.
And Matt, some of those spots where like the people were like, there's one where Kevin Steen was on the ladder, and then someone took the ladder out from underneath them, and you thought that he was literally just gonna fucking like either. Like Tony, I see Tony's face. Tony,
yeah, that was a dude. I know the one you're talking about where they just fucking took the ladder. It was almost like Looney Tunes where he was there for like a split second and then just crumbled. I was like, oh man.
And these bumps are on the mat, which may be the most nervous out of every single spot in the match, Tony.
It was fucking so great.
I think one of the things that I love the most about this match and why I didn't just completely fall out was the selling of Generico. He sells so uniquely, and it just kind of brings you in. You know what I mean? Like he just sells differently, and I love when performers bring that to the table. Where anybody can take a back bump and just sell a back bump, and obviously they were taking wicked bumps in this one. But he has unique sells, and that to me is super important for a wrestler. Like AJ Styles does a lot of unique selling, and it means a lot in the match itself. That was another thing I loved. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm sorry to cut you off, HK. Maybe, and I don't know how familiar you are with El Generico, but he was the generic luchador from Mexico. So he didn't speak. And when he did, it was broken Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
So like everything he did, he had to convey that wearing a mask, using his body to sell, and it just, phenomenal fucking stuff, man.
Do you guys in hindsight find it crazy that the Sami Zayn that we know who can cut a fucking great promo chose to have this character where he didn't talk? Don't you find that crazy? Like, you would think like there's a world of talent in there that like he kind of just put it to the side to develop this El Generico character.
Yeah, but like people aren't like, Bret Hart sucked at promos for years, and that's why he wore the glasses during them, because he was no good at promos. Like, people just
you can tell, like, you can work at that, but for all the years that he didn't cut promos, and then all of a sudden, like how he is now, like, that's fucking crazy that was in there and it was kept from us for so long.
Yeah, but he was like, you look at that era, right? There was a billion guys who cut promos. Like, he was just different.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
He stood out, and he had to.
I mean, look at Seth Rollins has gone on record saying that when he was in WWE for like the first like 5-6 years, he had no confidence in himself cutting promos, and he was already there. And say what you want about a guy like, I guess the only comp I can think of off the top of my head would be Rey Mysterio. Like, Rey Mysterio, awful cutting promos, awful promo cutter. And some might not say he's the best now, but he's definitely leaps and bounds above what he was when he was in WCW and even in his beginning days of WWE.
You didn't like when he would send shout outs to everybody with Conan?
That's enough.
I want to say what's up to my people.
Yeah, when they bealed El Generico through the first ladder, I was like,
oh yeah,
these are not good ladders. This is like they went down to the fucking Home Depot and just bought whatever was on sale.
Yeah, but when that big ladder came out, you knew like this is the fucking ladder that's ending everything.
So wait, in your mind, does that make you think the ladders are less safe or more safe? To me,
I thought they were less safe. I thought they were dangerous as shit. They were gonna fucking break and cut people and kill people.
You don't think those were gimmicked?
No.
Really? Okay.
Those are just shitty ass aluminum fucking ladders.
I thought they broke too perfect that they had to have been gimmicked.
No, they're just designed to break when you don't use them the way they're fucking intended.
Yeah, like that first ladder they broke. They were climbing it, so like you can't really cut it and then tell them to climb it.
But I'm saying when they, I guess, but you're not putting as much weight on it as crashing into it.
They're cheap ass ladders, KJG. They're
Okay.
I got one cheap ass ladder in my garage, and I have a little loft area in my garage, and I had to use one of those cheap ass ladders. And you take a wrong step and it shifts. Those little fucking bars, they just go ting, and you're done.
Right.
You're done. I had to grab the fucking railing on the loft so I didn't fucking fall. They suck.
Could you imagine HK dangling with his little feet hanging onto the fucking rafter?
I had to like I had to use my legs to grab the ladder and bring it back because the fucking thing. And we got a good ladder now.
Who tied these belts?
Oh my god!
So,
by the way, HK, happy anniversary.
Thank you very much.
I saw that you were taller than 2/3 of the bridesmaids in your wedding party, so huzzah for you.
Oh, yeah.
Before we go down this rabbit hole, what did you got overall? Thumbs up on the match?
Yeah, why not?
Thumbs up.
Great.
did you guys see? Do you guys know what happened after this match too? Because there was a big angle, and they never showed on TV.
Let me guess. Kevin Steen attacked El Generico.
No, Jimmy Jacobs and his Age of the Fall debut with Tyler Black and Necro Butcher, and that's the time where they hung one of the Briscoes from the same part where they had the belts, and Jacobs in a white suit is just standing under him, covered in blood, cutting a promo, and that's
cutting a promo. All the guys hanging to death.
Yeah, and bleeding all over him in the white.
That explains the belt being hard to get off.
Yeah, exactly. Mark Briscoe had to hang from it right afterwards.
Ooh.
But yeah, that's on YouTube if you want to look it up.
I don't need to see it.
It was a great idea when they hung Boss Man. It's nice to see all their fucking great ideas keep coming back.
They didn't hang him from his neck; they hang him from his feet.
Oh God, he had to hang upside down all that time too.
Upside down for at least 3 minutes.
Oh fuck that nonsense!
And his head is just dripping all over Jimmy. It was crazy.
Jimmy.